All right, so what you see me doing here is setting up a workflow. A workflow is everything that should happen for your service step by step so that you don't have to do anything, so, so that some of your tasks can be done for you without you having to do anything. And that's the whole goal, right? You want to automate your workflow. So what you see here is for a co-working space. And I'll go back a step so that you can see what the first form looks like. So this is a new setup, right? So here is how the initial membership form will look. So persons who would like to use this workspace for their business will complete this form, and they will select their package. Each option will have a set workflow for it. Okay, so the workflow that I'm working on right now is the startup business package, right? So I'm going to show you the workflow that happens. So let's say you go to this membership form because you want to join this co-working space. You complete this form, you will select this option and then hit submit. The owner of this co-working space will get an alert, and the following steps will happen without that owner having to do anything. So the owner will get an alert to review the membership request form. The owner will then click once they have reviewed and approved that form. Once the form has been reviewed and approved, an automatic invoice will go out, and then a welcome email will go out. So all these 4 steps will take place with the owner having to do nothing but review. Now, a workflow can also be set up to where you don't have to review. But when it comes to a co-working space, in this, like, you do kind of want to see, who wants to use your space. But on the other hand, there are some services and workflows to where you don't have to review anything. The invoice can go out, emails can go out automatically. So that's what I'm doing right now. So you're going to see me duplicate this workflow for the next service. And just thank you so much for tagging on along with me. I am using 17 Hats, my preferred CRM of choice. So if you do not have CRM, or if you are looking to use 17 Hats and you'd like me to set up your 17 Hats account, I'll be happy to do that. I work specifically with coaches, consultants, and creatives. That also includes speakers who are service-based entrepreneurs, not e-commerce, just service-based entrepreneurs. So I'll be happy to assist you with setting up your 17 Hats. So I am now creating a second workflow for the additional service. Again, because someone may choose the startup business package plus the virtual answering services. So what I'm going to do now is go over and set up another invoice. And once these invoices are set up, we don't have to do it again. The naming is very important so that everything stays organized. And this is just why some people prefer not to set up their CRM, because it's a lot of work, but it's also manageable if you know what you're doing. and you want to make sure that you get it done right the first time. So you'll see here, I'm setting up another invoice, and you have the option to set a due date. You have an option to add tax if it's, there. You can also add a percentage, a discount and a percentage rate or a fixed rate. You have those options, recurring invoices here, and you can also automatically put people on a payment schedule. So if you have a service, that's $5,000 and you offer a payment schedule, 17 Hats does that for you automatically. So now I'm just going to add the service information here for the client. It's important to have descriptions in your invoices. That's very important. So you'll see another screen popping up. That is just me copying and pasting the customer information because it's on a different screen. So this package is $128. Again, once this stuff is set up, you don't have to do it again. So this saves you so much time from having to just manually send out invoices. These invoices are also branded with your company name, company logo, so it just looks overall professional. I have never experienced a payment processing issue either, so it's just a beautiful thing. You also have quantity options, so if there's a quantity option, you could do that there, and some other options, but we're just keeping this simple. And this is going to be a recurring invoice because this is a monthly service. So we're going to set up to go out every month, but you can, you have options. Like if you have clients who pay for something weekly or annually, you can change that accordingly. And then invoice ready for your review. All right. And use another option here. If you have a client that is going to pay a certain invoice for a certain amount of times or in on a specific date, you have that option here. So it's so many things that you can do. And I am listening to Chill Hop in the back. I'm going to go back over to the workflows. And now I'm going to change this because I need to send out this invoice. See how quickly I'm doing this? And so this is gotta add the virtual answering. Right, so I'm gonna put that there. I'm gonna go and edit this email because the services are different. But you know what, let me go and copy and paste this to make it easier for myself and to make sure that everything is uniform. So you see we have a lot of templates in here. I just gotta find it, here it is right here. I'm just gonna copy this, so all I have to do is change the services. Let's work smarter. There we go. I'm gonna edit this email. Paste this here. And a cool feature that you have within the CRM is to make sure that you always address people by their name and you don't have to type it out, because the last thing you want to do is misspell a client's name. But you have that option here. So I'm just going to make sure that those services are listed right. I wish I could paste without formatting, but whatever. So if you're watching, tell me where you're watching from. You're probably catching us on replay. Hey. I am Tiff Marshall of Clear Resource, where we help female entrepreneurs, specifically coaches and creatives, systemize their business so that they love it all over again. Because these are the steps that you want to avoid in your business. You did not start your business to be a secretary, right? So that's why we are here. This is the stuff that you don't want to do. And again, it's so good because once you have it set up, it's done for you, right? It takes some time, but once you have it set up, it is all done for you. And because I work with 17 hats and 17 hats only, it becomes easier and easier. This particular client has three different entities um, and over 30 services. So I am working on a newer part of this entity, and yeah, excited about that. If you have any CRM questions, drop them below. I may be able to answer them for you. If you're not already following us on Instagram, please do at Clear Resource. That is at Clear Resource. We are changing a few things in our business, so you'll notice that soon. I'm excited about that. Um, can't say right away, but I'm excited about that. So, but we're Clear Resource for right now. And I'm going to set this email to go out automatically because we don't have time to waste, right? So once that, again, just to review, I do a quick reset. I am setting up workflows for a client that has a co-working and meeting place. And there are 4 different options for the meeting place. I'm sorry, for the co-working. The meeting place is another entity. And so when a person completes the form, and I'll go back to that form just in case you're just chiming in or watching the replay. So lead capture forms are so important. I always encourage people to keep their lead capture form as simple as possible. You don't want to, be doing too much on your lead form. So here it is. It's a quick lead form, and every time they click on a service, right, they are to choose one. So whatever membership option they click on, they will get this workflow that I'm working on. Again, the workflow is a series of steps so that you don't have to do things over and over in your business. Okay. And so the workflow looks like this. And so what I just set up most recently was the owner will receive an alert to review the membership request form. If the owner approves that person, she would click here. Upon clicking, an invoice will automatically go out for that service, as well as um, a welcome email to that person once the invoice has been completed. So chill out with me. I'm listening to Chill Hop in the back, and I'm going to create another workflow. I'm going to duplicate it for the next service. Not much is going to change. Oh, let me show you this. So each service on the form has to be linked to the workflow. So I'm going to show you how. So let's go to the startup business package. Right, so you see this here. We're going to link it to the workflow. So once I have the workflows all set up, they'll be linked here. All right. I'm going to go set up another invoice. Gonna go attach that invoice to this workflow. We want to update this email, new email template because I haven't done it yet. Mm, Let me just cancel this out. I'm gonna go back and copy and paste the email so that I don't have to type it all over again. Emails over here. All right, so yeah. So check me out at clearresourcemarketing.com. That is clearresourcemarketing.com. Clear resourcemarketing.com, where we can assist you with setting up your CRM and 17 hats. We specialize in 17 hats only. That is the only CRM that we are working with from trial and error. It is the best that we have used thus far. And every CRM is not the same. There are some companies that claim to be CRM, but the automation and workflow features are not the same. So we don't want you to be in a pickle because we have experience where we were not able to help some clients to the best of our ability because the CRM that they wanted to use was not the best. And we have properly vetted 17 hats, so we know exactly what to expect. We know how to use it. We are ambassadors of 17 hats. We have monthly calls with the CEO and software creators, and their customer service is the bomb. So I thank you so much for tuning in, and I look forward to chatting with you all soon.